Maybe you're trying to satisfy a crowd of hungry kids, or maybe you just want to relive a bit of childhood comfort with some classic Chef Boyardee. If you're craving canned pasta, stick around. We're ranking the top choices and the ones you might want to skip. For a lot of folks, Chef Boyardee is the brand they picture when canned pasta comes up. The company's been turning out its well-known meals since 1928, and it's still going strong. According to the website, the jumbo spaghetti option holds a 4-star rating. One reviewer there really loved this specific product, saying, "Out of all of the spaghetti products that I have tasted so far, this one is by far my favorite. The meatballs have a very tasty flavor, and the mouthfeel is pleasant and meaty." Over on Amazon, the jumbo spaghetti and meatballs still holds its crown, sitting at a 4.4-star rating. Most shoppers praise its flavor and affordability, though one especially funny review suggests it might cause some unexpected bodily reactions. As the delightfully named Cobbler Gobbler puts it, "I love these wonderful cans of spaghetti and meatballs. The meatballs are so large and plump that it makes your tongue want to slap your brains out. Beyond the solid flavor, it's also a filling option. Each can contains 2 portions, coming in at 280 calories and 11 grams of protein apiece, typically costing around $2 depending on where you shop. If you're trying to stretch your dollars and still want something tasty that keeps you energized, this is a smart item to keep on hand." If you've ever found yourself chanting, "Uh-oh, SpaghettiO," in that catchy jingle, you're likely recalling the iconic SpaghettiOs ads that first hit TV screens back in the 1960s.
Uh-oh, SpaghettiO.
When this product first hit shelves, it was positioned as a direct rival to Chef Boyardee. Even so, SpaghettiOs quickly carved out its own identity in pop culture, thanks to its iconic ring-shaped noodles made with kids in mind. The classic SpaghettiOs flavor has stayed consistently beloved, and it's still a top pick today. Reviewers on Kroger and Target give it high marks, 4.55 and 4.6 stars respectively. Many parents note that their children enjoy it, praising the combo of convenience, low cost, and kid-approved taste. Adults also mention that digging into a bowl brings back fond childhood memories. One Kroger review captures those nostalgic vibes, with the reviewer saying, "I am 32 years old, and I still love a good old can of SpaghettiOs. I really do. I know it's not the healthiest meal choice, but when you are in a pinch, it is so good. Plus, it is a really great comfort food." Another perk of the original SpaghettiOs is its very low fat content, just 2 grams in an entire can. In the realm of canned pasta, that's a real advantage, since plenty of other options are much higher in fat because of added cheese or meat. At first glance, you might assume Heinz Zoodles are made from spiralized zucchini, often called zoodles, since those are a common pick for shoppers avoiding gluten or wheat. But in this case, the name actually refers to the pasta's zoo-themed shapes. They're a beloved product, and while the concept is charming, it's worth remembering they're not the veggie noodles many expect. Despite the potential mix-up over the name, the product still earns 4.3 stars on Walmart and is labeled a popular pick on Instacart. As a brand, Heinz is best recognized for producing one of the world's most iconic ketchups.
Pass the Heinz.
You mean the Heinz ketchup?
It's Heinz. It only means one thing.
Customers also seem pleased with the taste of the tomato sauce, with one reviewer noting a slight hint of spice that they really enjoyed. Heinz Zoodles has built its own loyal following, and many parents say it's a reliable, kid-approved meal in their households. The ingredients are refreshingly straightforward as well, with very few additives included. If you want a canned pasta that's a little better for you and gentler on the planet, Annie's Homegrown is worth a look. The company sells 3 canned pasta varieties, including organic all-stars. These tiny star-shaped noodles come in a tomato and cheese sauce, and customers seem to adore the flavor. The product holds a 4.6-star rating on the brand's website and a 4.5 on Target. Quite a few reviewers describe it as more soup-like because the sauce is thinner, with one person noting it works perfectly for dipping toast. Shoppers often compare it to Chef Boyardee and SpaghettiOs, saying it tastes similar but offers a healthier ingredient list. Parents enjoy being able to serve something organic, and kids are happy to eat it, a win for both sides. Annie's All-Stars contains no artificial flavors, preservatives, or dyes, and it's fully certified organic. It's also low in fat, with just 1 gram per can. Overall, it's a straightforward, tasty choice if you want canned pasta that leans a bit healthier than most alternatives. Great value, Walmart's own brand, offers everyday grocery staples at wallet-friendly prices, making it a favorite for budget-conscious shoppers. A can of pasta rings and meatballs in tomato sauce costs just 98 cents in many areas, which is tough to beat for a convenient, complete meal. The product has a 3.9-star rating on Walmart and carries the popular item label on Instacart. Many reviewers mention that it's on par with SpaghettiOs in taste. Nutritionally, there's little difference between the two, at least when looking at fat, protein, and carbs. If you want a twist on the usual canned pasta, Skyline chili and spaghetti could be just the thing. While it features a spaghetti noodle base, the real highlight is the chili. Skyline Chili says it uses a secret family recipe that makes the chili irresistibly flavorful. For anyone who likes their canned meals loaded with taste and ingredients, this is worth a try. On Amazon, it holds a 4-star rating. Many reviewers seem to be longtime fans of Skyline Chili restaurants, which can only be found in Florida, Ohio, Kentucky, and Indiana. For those who've moved away from these states, the canned version of the chili and spaghetti is a welcome reminder of home. One Cincinnati native shared on Amazon, "I recently moved out of Cincinnati, and I thought I would never be able to get Skyline again. I was so glad when I saw this for sale. It was ordered before I knew it." One reviewer affectionately described the chili as an old and spectacular friend I love. It's obvious that once people have tried this chili, it becomes something they just can't live without. Hearts of palm have been trending lately, thanks in part to TikTok, as people experiment with different ways to cook them. Jego put a fun spin on it with Spalmghetti, spaghetti made entirely from hearts of palm. These cans contain just the noodles, with no sauce included. That makes them perfect for anyone who enjoys the convenience of canned pasta, but prefers to add their own sauce. They're also a healthy choice, being completely vegetable-based, with only 80 calories per can and most of the nutrition coming from fiber. Hearts of palm provide all 9 essential amino acids, which support tissue repair, immune function, and energy. Pairing Spalmghetti with your favorite protein and sauce makes for a nourishing meal. On Amazon, it has a strong 4-star average rating, and one reviewer enthusiastically writes, "Has a wonderful texture, never got mushy, makes an amazing substitute for traditional noodles. No carbs, less fat, and extra nutrition. My entire family is hooked on these." Reviewers also note that the mild flavor pairs nicely with just about any sauce, making these noodles highly adaptable. So, you've got some great options to toss in your cart, but what about the ones that are better left on the shelf?
We're having ravioli. It's from Chef Boyardee.
Chef Boyardee currently produces roughly 20 different canned pasta varieties. One of the lower-rated options, beef ravioli, only earns 2 stars on the company's website, though Target shoppers were slightly kinder, giving it 3.1 stars. A recurring complaint among reviewers is that this version tends to be watery and mushy. Many longtime fans mentioned it didn't used to be that way. Some even recalled being able to tip the can upside down without anything spilling. Now, it flows out with a soup-like consistency. Another word that appeared repeatedly in the reviews was disgusting. That's hardly what you want to see when choosing something to eat. One reviewer on the Chef Boyardee site even went so far as to say, "Tastes like mushy wet cardboard in some sort of watery tomato-based gruel. Disgusting." You might hope that a product with such terrible reviews at least has some redeeming nutritional qualities. Unfortunately, that's not the case. While the beef ravioli is lower in fat per can compared to jumbo spaghetti and meatballs, it's higher in carbs and sodium, and offers less protein and potassium. In short, it delivers less nutritional value and doesn't taste any better. Campbell's offers 12 SpaghettiOs varieties, though many are simply the same sauce with different pasta shapes. When it comes to flavor, there are about 4 distinct options. You might expect each to hold its own, but one in particular, SpaghettiOs Spicy Original, doesn't seem to win many fans. This version is essentially the classic SpaghettiOs with Frank's hot sauce mixed in. Spice enthusiasts might enjoy it, but numerous reviewers voice complaints. Customers on both Amazon and Acme mention a chemical or metallic taste that overshadows the heat from the hot sauce, making the pasta less enjoyable overall.
Frank's Red Hot is so good, I put it on everything. Literally, everything.
One Amazon reviewer described the Spicy Original as the nastiest stuff on earth. Another customer added, "The flavor was awful, barely edible. They actually ended up upsetting my stomach afterward, which is not typical for me. I will never buy them again." From a nutritional standpoint, the Spicy Original is nearly identical to the classic version. with only minor, inconsequential differences. Without any real advantage in taste or health, it's clear the original SpaghettiOs are the better choice. Among Annie's canned pasta options, organic cheesy ravioli has the lowest ratings, earning just 1.8 stars on the company site and 3.3 on Target. Reviewers cite a range of issues, with many criticizing the taste and texture as mushy and bitter. There are also several unusual complaints about empty or nearly empty cans. Annie's has replied to most of these, explaining that the product is filled by weight and that some instances may have been packaging errors. Still, with so many people reporting the same problem, it raises questions about how often such errors occur. Health concerns have been raised as well, with some customers noting high levels of phthalates in the cans. Phthalates are chemicals used to strengthen plastics, and Consumer Reports found that Annie's organic cheesy ravioli did contain them, fueling much of the backlash in the online reviews.